Eccoci qua ragazzi, nuovo episodio podcast del Bartender direttamente dal Roma Bar Show, episodio fatto insieme a Red Bull, insieme all'organizzazione del Roma Bar Show. Ciao Domenico, ciao ragazzi, ciao a tutti, siamo anche in diffusione nelle casse fuori dal nostro studio, quindi si può anche ascoltare direttamente qua. Oggi ho il piacere di avere a condurre come questo episodio il nostro Marco Canova, che sono riuscito finalmente a incastrare un episodio. Un giorno riusciremo a fare anche un episodio con lui nel nostro studio in cui ci racconterà la sua carriera lavorativa e anche come Flair bartender. Io ne approfitto per dire che uno dei modelli che ho avuto quando ho iniziato a fare Flair è stato anche il nostro Marco, quindi grazie anche a Marco. Abbiamo anche Ilaria, ciao. Abbiamo il piacere di avere qua con noi come ospite Mr. One and Only Giorgi Radev.
Ciao, abbonati sul canale YouTube. Amici miei, ciao. Se vedete questo video vuol dire che già seguite questo canale, quindi non devo spiegarvi chi sono io e che cos'è questo posto. Siamo diventati tantissimi. Ho deciso di attivare gli abbonamenti su questo canale YouTube per poter ricevere supporto da parte vostra e soprattutto per poter sapere chi sono i veri fedelissimi, ai quali poter includere su un gruppo speciale in cui verranno date tutte le informazioni riguardanti le novità del podcast e anche i vari progetti, e anche la possibilità di partecipare ai vari giveaway, perché ho fatto un sacco di regali tante volte, però spesso non so a chi veramente sto dando quello che magari sarebbe più giusto destinare a chi segue veramente questo progetto da sempre. Quindi a un prezzo simbolico di 3,99 € ho deciso di dare la possibilità di abbonarsi al canale YouTube. Quindi 3,99 € penso sia un prezzo onesto per tutto questo.
Ciao Giorgi, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you and thank you for your time. It's okay. We already know each other, but it's the first time in the podcast. So this is Italian bartending podcast, and we talk about cocktails here. So the main things we are gonna talk, it's what you will do today in the auditorium, what you will talk about. So if you want to say something about Roma Bar Show, and later we will talk about what you will do today here.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your broadcast, and to be here is a privilege and it's honor to be in one of my favorite cities in Roma, and definitely one of the best bar shows in the world, Roma Bar Show. So it's amazing. I mean, like the whole atmosphere, the moment you just walk in and you see all the stand and the music, and it's party, but it's chilled at the same time. It's educational, it's cool, it's packed with lovely people that want to learn, want to taste. So it's amazing. I can't describe it by anything else, but amazing.
In this moment, I'm unlucky because I'm talking with a lot of shows here in Italy to do the podcast inside the show, and a lot of time they talk about Roma Bar Show, and I always say it's different Roma Bar Show, because maybe the time, the moment, the city, everything is different here, so you cannot took Roma Bar Show to the other, in my opinion now.
No, it's impossible. He's got his own personality, his own life. He's like me trying to be a classic bartender with a suit and tie. It's just never going to work.
So, Giorgi, what you will do today?
So for me, today I wanna explain more about the actual secret of tropical drinks, what really tropical drinks are. Because, and this is a campaign that we are doing with Real to explain to people about tropical drinks, because it hurts me when people think about tropical drinks and they think about all that picture of like a long drink with a lot of sugar in it, and like you get high on sugar before you get actually a little tipsy, you know, and obviously have umbrella on the top of it. This is not what tropical drinks are. So I want to break that enigma of what it is, and then we're going to go historically through how tropical drinks were developing to a point of where I'm going to explain of how you can take tropical drinks to 21st century as well, how Lucky Kane is taking tropical drinks to 21st century, and how we can make every menu, for me, it should have a tropical drink section, at least one or two. And I'm going to explain in the masterclass of like how versatile tropical drinks are. You could be tropical bar, you could be rock and roll bar, classic bar, speakeasy, hotel bar. There is a tropical drink for any style of bar and bartending. So this is the message that I want to send to all the bartenders and to understand it a little bit better.
I want to ask a thing. Why? Can you explain me? Maybe you and Marco will talk about why Fine School and Real are working so well with tiki cocktails, with tiki bartenders?
Well, let me answer that question first. And Georgie obviously is going to give us his opinion, and perhaps he's gonna add to what I'm about to say. But I believe our offering is very vast, and we have a lot of different flavors that are suitable for a lot of different recipes in general. And I think over the years, as we are gaining more distribution and listings globally with our products, we got to know leaders and industry heavyweights like Georgie, that they kind of showed us the way, and they showed us how popular are those tiki and tropical served in many bars around the world. So for us, it was kind of a natural fit, and we kind of went from there. From Georgie and many of other colleagues of Georgie that they talk about tropical drinks, and it's been very successful for us. And thanks to his expertise, we were able to elevate our programs around the world. So it's a great fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's first to start a little bit from the beginning, because I started working with Real quite a long time ago. When
You started when there was Coco.
Yeah, it was first when it was
I was there too.
yeah. And the funny part, there's not funny part, the interesting part is that this was when I was a global bar manager for all the Mahikis. And Mahiki actually was the starter of rebirth of Tiki, because Mahiki was born in 2006. And 2006, Tiki was almost dead, even in America. And then with the success of Mahiki, of like having all like Madonna, Prince Charles and Williams, like you name it, like Rihanna, like all these celebrities, people kind of like start going back into Tiki, and the rebirth of Tiki happens. And this was when me and Marco and his team did a big campaign of going around the world and educating people about Tiki, because that was the rebirth of Tiki. And we wanted to make sure that people got it on the right way, not in the wrong way, because this is why in the 80s Tiki started dying, because everyone thought that they know what Tiki drinks are, and they were just making really bad drinks. And this is where the reputation of Tiki drinks became that Tiki drinks are super sweet and bad, which is not true. But on your question of why, for me, Real is so perfect when it comes to tropical drinks, is because, as Marco said first, you've got a versatility of so many different flavors. But for me, when you are creating a tropical drink, one of the most important things is the actual flavor of the fruit. You cannot make a mango-flavored tropical drink and you don't feel that you're biting on Alfonso mango when you're drinking it. It's not going to be tropical otherwise. And there are many other flavorings and syrups and liqueurs on the market which are using essences as opposed to fresh fruit. And then, obviously, if you put something that is made out of essence into your drink, it's not going to taste like mango, it's going to taste like mango bubblegum. And this is not what you want into your drink. And with Real, they use only the fresh ingredients of the fruits that they select, and when they're fully ripened, they freeze it, and then they use it whenever they need it. So you get that fresh fruit in there. Second, Real's got viscosity from the sugar, and it's got texture. It's almost like you have something in between puree and a syrup. So when you put it in your drink, you get the viscosity and the body of the drink as well. Because Tiki and tropical drinks need to have a body. Tiki and tropical drinks are layers of flavors, okay? So like when you try it, it's kind of like dancing on the top of your tongue with flavors. And that means that you gotta have that body to hold it.
I have an experience I get in Athens. I was working for Real and Fine School in Athens, and there was the mint syrup. I think maybe last year or two years ago, I don't remember. And in Italy was not already the mint syrup. So when I open it and I smell it, was for real mint, because we are used to menthol.
Yeah, you have a candy, like you know the air, the mouth freshener.
Yes, if you keep a mint syrup here in Italy for any other
Brand.
brands, we are used to smell menthol, not
Yeah,
mint.
yeah.
And when I opened it, the syrup of mint was so different. And because I was used to menthol, not mint.
Yeah, I think for our company, as Georgie said, it's key to select the raw material, and when we buy only the very best from different growing regions around the world. But once we secure that fruit, we do not add any artificial flavor to it. So, that's kind of our key to success. Our products is all natural flavor, is all natural color, and bar and restaurants around the world, they do recognize that, and they really appreciate that, and that's how we kind of keep building on our success. People, they like our liquid, and it goes down to that. You need to offer a first-class product, and that's what it's about.
I saw there are a new tiki mug from Real. They are made with you made it.
Yeah.
The new one. Okay, nice.
Yeah, so it was in collaboration with.
How works? I ask it to another Italian famous tiki bartender. How works when you have to do a tiki mug?
Tiki mug. Do you know what this is? I'm so happy and blessed to be working with lots of artists around the world, because for me, bartending is not just to make a drink; it's an art. When I make a cocktail, I'm creating a piece of art for me, and it starts from the name to the garnish to the vessel to the ingredients to the way you serve it, And the vessel is one part of all that puzzle of the story that you're telling with your cocktail. And it's most of the time the way it works is you choose an artist that is going to do the sketch for you. Then they do a sculpt for you, and then this sculpt is sent to a manufacturer, and then the manufacturer do it. Then you gotta work with the manufacturer of what kind of colors you want, where do you want. So it's actually to do a new menu at Lucky Kane is a pain in the backside, because all these things. That's why people go like, "Oh, I'm introducing a new menu. I've been working 2 weeks on it." Dude, I'm working on a new menu for like 7-8 months, because with all these vessels and things takes time. So most of the time I work with one of my favorites tiki artists from Paris called Bai, and this is the lady that done my mug as well. And it's interesting because when I designed it, I wanted to tell a story with the mug as well. So the mug is eating on a coconut, because the first product of Real was a Real coconut. So it's kind of like a story of the birth of Real. And as he's eating the coconut, you can see a couple of drops here around his mouth, because it's so tasty when he's having it, right? And it's a tiki got as well. So this was the mug that we did with Real, and I'm so happy with it, because then I've designed 26 drinks, which are with all the flavors of Real, one each, and few of the flavors I made a couple of. So I wanted to showcase of how tropical drinks can be diverse and easy. You don't have to have 15 ingredients inside, right? So like when you're playing around, and you can still have a complexity, because for me, tropical drinks need to have a little bit of that complexity. So it's not just one flavor direction as you have with the classic. So it's got a bit of that kind of diversity. But still, even with 3-4 ingredients, you can get that if you know how to play around.
It's nice to see how people going crazy for the tiki mugs when they came out.
Oh yeah. In America especially. Like in Europe is not as crazy.
I know how it's in Italy, but in America it's more.
In America it's huge. It's like people are collecting mugs, and like, because we've got a lot of followers that are coming from America to see us at Lucky Kane, and when they come, they like buy all the mugs all the time. Because like our mugs are designed for us. They're manufactured by us. We've got a very small manufacturer in Bulgaria that is making the mugs for us, and they are using the leftover from a big porcelain company, so it's eco-friendly as well. And they do everything by hand. It's like, it's crazy. I know this lady, she's from a little village. She's just literally painting it by herself. She works just with her son. So like, it's beautiful. And then all these mugs, when you see them at Lucky Kane, neither one of those ones is exactly like the other, because it's hand painted. But they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Marco, as a company, why do a collaboration in making mugs?
Well,
why do this kind of collaboration?
I think to support the movement, you need to offer to the accounts some POS, some support, and we thought that, you know, those tiki mugs, as Georgie said, are amazing pieces of art. Those are handmade ceramic, made one by one. It's a very valuable piece, which, you know, bar and restaurants, they do struggle to find those, you know, vessels around the world. So we have access to many different channels, and when we spoke with Georgie about the idea, he was very supportive, and he loved it from day one. And just recently, we have finalized the mug for 2025. We were in Dubai a couple of months ago, and we were looking at different colors. So obviously,
It's the first time you did more than one.
yes, Georgie went for 4 different colors.
We went through about 15 different colors
Yeah, and
before
then-
we chosen it.
yeah, and then, you know, it came down to 4, and he picked those 4, and those are we are shipping those as we speak now. So we are producing thousands of those, which are going to many different markets. They're coming to Italy this week. So, you know, as per kind of tomorrow, the day after, accounts are gonna be able to get those, and all we want them. Hey, you know, you can buy any of our Real infused syrup, and we're gonna support you with this POS for different colors, and they come with a professional booklet, which is over 60 pages of premium quality recipe by Georgie that he developed for us and for the community around there, and you know, it's highly appreciated by the bartenders in general. You know, so it works for us, and we're gonna keep supporting those type of activities.
Georgie, maybe you know better than me. I work. I'm doing a collaboration with a cocktail bar in Italy, and I make like the new cocktail list. I'm doing I'm doing all the stuff and things like that. I help him to make his own school inside the cocktail bar. And maybe you know better than me how to keep the people not keep all the mugs from the club.
I wish I have this answer for you, my friend, but I don't. So let me put it this way. Do you want to? It's like, I know it's an expense, but on the same time, if you police it too hard, then you're going to lose this customer. So it's a very fine balance. So you don't want to police someone too much, but you don't want to sounds like this pushover that, oh, I don't care, come and take the max. So it's the way we deal with it is kind of like, if it's obvious if someone is stealing the mug, of course, the stuff is there to say, you can buy it. I can add it to your bill and you can go with it. But we don't do like a back search or things like this, because for me, then it goes a bit backwards. So like, and even if you do a back search, you find it, whatever, like the cost price of this mug is not that expensive to lose this customer forever. So it's like, it's finding a fine balance in between, okay, I don't want to lose £10,000 a year of mugs,
right,
but I don't want to lose £50,000 of not returning guests because of it as well. And plus, if someone gets the mug, all of our mugs are branded, so he's got it at home as a lucky cane. So it's kind of a marketing as well.
Well, I got a solution for you. You just need to keep buying more Real, so we're gonna send you more mugs, you know?
I was gonna say that, but like I left it for you.
You know?
Yeah, we found the solution together, you know? It's
just
just
keep
so
buying
easy.
the product.
Yes, and as a flair bartender, I have to. I'm thankful to Real because in 2013 maybe, when I was growing up, like doing flair, there was this collaboration with you, with Daniele, and was so connected with the flair world because of Marco, because of Matteo, because they were supporting too the competition in Italy. So when I was grow up like, as a bartender, I was in love for tiki cocktails, but I'm telling you, I'm not so curious about aromas, about what there is inside the drink, you know. And the tiki, why I fall in love for the tiki world was about the atmosphere when I go inside a cocktail bar as a tiki, you know. So can you tell me what there is inside a cocktail bar to be tiki?
So, tiki in general, it didn't actually start as a tiki. It was known as a tropical bars, right? So it's like Polynesian pop. So for me, to describe a bar, as a tiki, or as a tropical bar, this bar needs to take you on a tropical journey through every part of your senses. So when you go in Lucky Cane, for example, the moment you walk in, there's a coconut sense in the ventilation. So you already feel like you're in the tropics, like you feel that coconut sense. Then all the ambience around you takes you to a tropical journey. So your eyes are busy. They're like, okay, I feel like I'm in the tropics. Then when you hear the music comes from places that palm trees are swaying, right? So you get a bit of reggae, a bit of reggaeton, a bit of bashment, a little bit of Afrobeat. So it's like it's a mix of all this music that takes you to tropical places. And then what are we left with? The most important, the tongue. So the cocktails, we are using very unique tropical ingredients as well. So your bar should have something that is unique for you. But the moment you find out, for example, like Real, we were making our own prickly pear syrup before. They came up with prickly pear. I'm not going to make prickly pear anymore. So like you need to find your battles. When you're doing homemade ingredients in cocktails, yes, you need to have some so you've got identity of your drink. But if you start doing everything homemade and things like this, you're screwed. There's so many things that you need to focus. But this is for me, all the senses need to take you to a tropical journey. And flair, but good that you started. I used to be a flair bartender myself.
I know.
And for me, flair is not just picking a bottle and throwing it in the air. Flair could be a wink. Flair is doing a cocktail with a little bit of show and stuff like this. And all the cocktails in a tiki world are very theatrical. You're going to be using a bit of smoke, fire, melting chocolate. Yeah, serve it with a amazing garnish. Like serve it with a song or whatever. Like in Lucky Cane, we've got such different rituals for every drink that you're serving in a team song, and like people coming, like we've got a bongo drum sharer that when you're serving it, everyone plays bongos when you're coming, tambourines, blowing conch, sparklers. It's crazy. Like at some point you look around, every table is with a different serve, and like it feels chaotic at some point even, but it's fun. But it's I call it organized chaos. So like you go inside, you think like, oh my God, what just happened? Where did I just get in? But everyone knows what they're doing. So it's organized chaos.
Even food, Georgie, is connect
Absolutely.
to the drinks that you're offering, right?
You need to, like, for example, we're doing a modern twist on a Caribbean food. So I work with a friend of mine, Colin Brown, which is celebrity Caribbean chef. And we worked, I helped him with a few of the syrups, the sauces as well. So we did it together. In one of them, actually, we're using Real passion fruit.
Right.
Yeah, so the food is very important. Even the way we serve the food is theatrical to match kind of like the way the drinks are. So yeah, every single aspect of a tiki and tropical concept is well thought through. This is why it kind of like annoy me when people think of like, oh yeah, tiki. Oh, well, of course, there are tiki bars and tiki bars. It's like some places, like we've been in America and saw bars that are called tiki bars, and then you go inside and you're like, and just because you've got this cartoon mask in there, you call it tiki? Are you serious? And you see like screens of they watch the sports and things like this, and like the drinks are disgusting, and you're like, that's not a tiki bar, you know. So this is why I'm so thankful to Marco and the Real team that they give me the chance to do these campaigns and go around the world and talk to people, especially the bartenders. So when the bartenders start making these tropical drinks after that, they don't follow into the same pattern of what was created for me, this image was created by all these big hotels and cruise ships and like all these all-inclusive places that they want to give you a drinks which is cheap and sweet. So you can, when it's all-inclusive, you don't spend much on these drinks and you don't drink much because it's very sweet, but it's still palatable. So we need to change that.
Yeah, it's about keeping it authentic, right?
Absolutely.
We're gonna keep it authentic.
I didn't interrupt you, but I was working from maybe 10 years, I was working in a water park.
Yeah.
And during the years, this water park changed and became thematic park because the property would like to feel the people go in another world when they go in, you know. Yeah. And the feeling was the same. And I find these things in the tiki bar. You know, you have to you have to try to make the people go in another world when they go inside.
Absolutely, this is the whole idea. Like when Don the Beachcomber started it, he created something that doesn't exist. So people were thinking that they're going in Polynesia and they're drinking the cocktails which are famous in the Polynesia. No one was drinking cocktails in the Polynesian, right? So he was just making it with punches. So he created something completely out of this world that didn't exist nowhere. It's like Disneyland for adults. So he was taking you on a journey. And that's why most of his drinks were very strong, because the only way to take you somewhere, truly, is by getting you a little tipsy. So like you by decoration and cocktails and everything, you are one leg in, and then 3 drinks later you're all in, and you think like you're in the tropics, and you forget completely where you are.
I remember, I don't know who told me, there was like a things to make like people feel outside there was raining.
Oh yeah, he was dropping on the top of the ceiling. He was dropping things, so like you feel like thunders and things, like people don't leave. But it was so clever in many ways. It's like the way he was using homemade ingredients back in the days. It's almost like modern mixology, and also the names. It's like, because when you're calling a drink, the name is very important. And he was calling his drinks like the zombie, for example. He was even marketing this drink as like, if you have more than 2 zombies, you'll turn into one. What happened when you tell someone you can't have more than 2? He's going to have 5, of course. So he was promoting his drinks. And the names are so important. We forget how important now. It's like, think about it, for example, Sex on the Beach. One of the silliest drinks in the world. If it was not called Sex on the Beach, it would have never survived. And people still drinking it. Well, it's not as popular anymore, thanks God for that.
If you go to the clubs, yes. In the clubs, yes. Still
Oh,
more
is it?
famous. Yes. In Italy, in clubs, yes.
Okay.
A lot.
Georgie, what are the trends that you are seeing flavor-wise in those new twist of tropical/tiki drinks?
So what I see is people start, especially in Lucky Cane, but not only, people start using a bit more of a tropical ingredients which were not usual for tiki cocktails before. Because if you think of a tiki like the Don the Beachcomber was very clever. So he had a huge menu using about 10 ingredients. So he was playing around with the spices, with his falernum, with the passion fruit, with pineapple, orange, a bit of absinthe, bitters. This was his pattern, right? And he was playing around with all these 10, 15 ingredients to create about 30, 40 cocktails. So in the bar, you've got 10, 15 ingredients, but on the menu, you've got about 30, 40 cocktails. And they all taste different because of how he was playing around with the flavors. So for me, we need to start introducing new tropical flavors into tropical drinks to kind of like elevate it and make it more interesting for everyone, so you don't just repeat what it was done. And also different spirits. There's so many different spirits. So like, why don't you start using a bit of pisco, a bit of mezcal, a bit of tequila, aguardiente, whatever. Go crazy. Why don't you use a bit of grappa even?
A lot of people in Italy are talking about why we don't use grappa.
I mean, look, for me, one of the reasons why I love talking about tiki when I'm in Italy is, first of all, because Italy loves tiki, and there's a lot of people that are passionate about it. And also, you go south of Italy, it's tropical, man. You can grow anything. Literally, like all the fruits that you're getting in tropical destinations, you can get in south of Italy. So for me, Italy is tropical, and it's like all these ingredients should be put in drinks. And why not grappa? Why not? Grappa is so bold and full of flavor, you know. And for me, when you're making tropical drinks, you need to use spirits which are full of flavor. That's why Don the Beachcomber was using a lot of time rum from Jamaica, because it carries that fruitiness inside. And when you make a long tropical drinks, it's there to stay. Because if you put a light rum only and you make a long tropical drink, forget about it. It's gone. You can't taste it. It's like having a sex on the beach with vodka. You don't feel the vodka. Yeah. So like it's a grappa, I think. It's like, you know what? That's a challenge. I'm going to make one with grappa.
And Carmine, I don't know if you know, but just recently, a couple of weeks ago, linking to what George just said about the movement over here in Italy, we were the exclusive sponsor at the Tiki Italy in Livorno as the syrup for the show, and Georgie was one of the international invite for the event. And perhaps you can tell us, Georgie, how that event when it was the first year, but I'm understanding it's a huge convention, not just about drinks, but also about the music and the food, and right?
It's about the full-on immersing into the culture. So it's not just about drinks. I mean, when you talk about tiki, because look, when I talk about tiki, I don't like to talk it just about bars, because tiki is the religion of people from Polynesia, right? So like, I see tiki more as a cultural, as just the drinks aspect, and Tiki Italy took that very correct. So you immerse yourself fully into the tiki culture. So there were a lot of dancers in there, male and female. They were teaching people that bought tickets in there. They were teaching them about the dancing. You could go and actually dance with them to learn a little about the Aloha dance, because the Aloha dance, the hula dance, sorry, is not just a dance. It's a spiritual connection with the nature. So like with every move that you do is you are representing, for example, this is the sky. You can represent the sea, the mountain, the volcanoes. It's like when you're dancing, you're connecting with nature. It's a beautiful thing. And also there were tiki carvers in there. This one is from there. The guy just literally made it on a spot in there, from Italy. There were shops with like girls doing tiki flower heads and lace and everything. So yeah, it was good, really beautiful. And then we had different stands from tiki bars from all over the world.
Nice.
One was from Milano, which was Tiki Rita. And it was beautiful. It's just the first one. So like this, you always learn from it, but the potential is huge. And the guys, the organizers, that had down, the organization was like literally so good that I didn't even need to move my finger. I just go in there and it's like, okay, Georgie, your bar is ready. You just start. I'm like, I don't need to prep anything. No. You send us everything that you need to do. I'm like, well, I need to taste it to see. I taste perfectly
It's
done.
all set.
Absolutely. For the seminars as well. I go in there, everything's organized. It's just like, there's the mic, you start talking. I'm not used to these things. I'm like,
That's how we roll over here, Georgie.
Happened to me the same things when I was in a TV show a few years ago, and I remember like was me and Giorgio, another Flair bartender. We was to.
I know Giorgio.
Yeah, we have to like move our station to another place, and we start to do. No, don't worry. There is a people for doing this.
Yeah.
I remember we are not used to do.
No. I'm used to go there, just like organize everything myself. I need to be 2 hours earlier there, get everything ready. No. They were like, don't worry, George. You just rock in 5 minutes before you start. I was like, I can get used to that.
Okay, there is another flavor I would like to taste, but I know it's not so new, but I didn't taste it already. It's the pineapple finest call. Did you? It's finest calls. Did you try
The
it?
juice itself.
Yes.
The juice. No, I haven't yet. You send us a sample, but
Yeah, it's very new.
didn't make it. I think.
It's very new. We have it here at the show
would like to
downstairs.
talk about it.
It's now distributed by Compagnia dei Caraibi. So if you go downstairs, we have a few bottles at the booth. So that is a single press.
I didn't know about it was
Finest
single press.
pineapple juice from Costa Rica. So it's no water added, there's no sugar added. It's pure pineapple juice. It's very premium. Comes with a price, right? But it's the best of the best. It's literally freshly squeezed.
Yeah.
And we just presented here at the show. It was a big success, and we also rolled it out in different markets, including the UK. And it's just coming in because it was so new, and there is a shortage of pineapple around the world as we speak. So we wanted to roll it out a little bit early in the year, but we're now ready, and we got plenty of product. And I think it's going to suit very well in the tiki tropical movement. I mean, pineapple, you know better than me, Georgia, how important it is.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, we are looking forward to that.
Yes, the question came because you told me before about the prickly pear. You say make it your life better. So I think the pineapple will do the same.
Absolutely, because pineapple juice is used in so many tiki drinks, and so very often pineapple juice is not meant to be there for you to feel the pineapple. It's just there to be one of the segments of the drink. And when you've got a freshly squeezed pineapple, again, it's going to give you a bit of a texture inside as well, as opposed to those pineapple juices that are very thin and almost doesn't taste like a pineapple anyway. So
Yeah, and in the market, really, there is a lot of pineapple juice, right? But those are concentrate, those are regular juice. They're not single press, freshly squeezed. And they water it down, they add sugar to it. It's just a different flavor profile. And it's definitely an innovation from a cocktail ingredient standpoint. It's got a 5 to 7 day shelf life once open, but obviously it's high volume and
There is a thing I would like to say, but if it will be not good, we will cut it. Few years ago, I was working with when Marco and Matteo start to work with Fine School and Real. They was doing a lot of master classes to taste the products, and I remember when I find the real difference between Fine School and Real to the other brands is because I have a little bit of allergic of some kind of fruit, and when I'm tasting other brands, nothing came into me. But the day after I tried all the flavors of Fine School and Real, the day after I was full of rush.
Oh, wow.
And I said, why with this came and to the other brands no? Because this is for
it's actual fruits.
because it's the real fruit.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many brands out there that never seen fruit. This is why I said about like the essences. It's like for me, and essences is twisting people's palate as well, man. Because sometimes you make a drink with the real fruits or with Real, and the people are like, oh, this doesn't taste like the fruit. And I'm like, no, this tastes exactly like the fruit. You just been drinking too much of the essences, and that is twisting your palate. And it's like a lot of the kids which are eating these candies and stuff, and like from young age, you are not used to eating the fresh strawberry. Your palate become twisted.
Yes, it's a bad things, but show the real things, because I'm a little bit allergic and I find it because it's for real, it's the real one. So Giorgi, I know you're busy, so we will see you in the auditorium. So I'm so thankful to you for your time to talk with you. You want to say something, Marco?
Yeah, just final thing tonight, Giorgi, you're gonna be here in Rome, right? Showcasing some of your recipe. You wanna tell us 1 minute about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight, if you've been to any of my takeovers, you will know I will bring in the fun, I will bring the energy. It will be a different experience than any other takeover that you go. From 9:30, 10 o'clock, we are starting in Makai, and I'm introducing 4 different cocktails with Real, which are part of our movement that we're doing with the secret of tropical drinks. And I can't wait to see you all.
We already was there in Master Evento, you remember?
Yeah.
Big
Oh my
party.
God, that was a good night.
We already was in Master Event. I remember in that party I find another things. I know the overproof rum will scratch your sneakers. If you go to the sneakers, we scratch it, the overproof. So, Giorgi, thank you so much for your time. Marco, grazie mille per il tuo tempo. Questo era un nuovo episodio del podcast del bartender. Ragazzi, ci vediamo al prossimo. Ciao.